Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I want to show you how I apply my foundation for my oily, acne-prone skin. So I've already moisturized my face using the St. Ives Timeless Skin Moisturizer, and I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Primer to fill in my pores and make sure my foundation goes on really smoothly. Then after that, I'm going to go in with the Nivea Post Shave Balm. This has a high amount of glycerin in it, which is going to make sure that my foundation sticks to my face and stays longer than it normally would. Then I'm going to apply my foundation directly to my face. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I'm in the shade 102 Shell, and I use a beauty sponge like this one that you can get in any drugstore, and I got it wet like you would with the beauty blender. But the thing I like about this is that you use a new one every time. So if you have a problem with acne like I do, then you're going to want to steer clear of things that are reusable, or at least make sure that you're cleaning them all the time. What I like about this is that I use a new one every time, so I make sure that I'm not spreading any bacteria so that my acne doesn't get any worse than it already is. So I'm just going in and pressing that foundation into my skin using pouncing motions to really make sure that it blends flawlessly. And then when you get to the edges of your hairline, you want to make sure that you go right into your hair so that you don't see that line of demarcation. It doesn't look like you're wearing a mask. So to start correcting my under eye circles, I'm using this e.l.f. Cover Everything Corrector, and this has a really orangey tint, which is going to counteract the bluish purple tones of dark circles. And then when I'm all done with that, I take my Maybelline Better Skin Concealer and I go over the other parts of my face that I want to conceal and highlight. So under my eyes, I go in a triangle motion. I go around the edges of my nose, down the center of my nose to highlight. I put it on my Cupid's bow, on the center of my chin, and on the center of my forehead, and then I just blend that in using the same sponge that I used for my foundation, really making sure that I'm pouncing in the center and blending out the edges. So I'm highlighting the high points of my face to give a little extra dimension. Then to conceal any unwanted friends that are popping up on your face, like I get mine around my jawline and my neck, I just went in with that same Maybelline Better Skin Concealer and popped it over the top of them. You can wait a minute for the concealer to kind of dry a little bit and it'll pack on a little bit better. And then I just go in with my finger and pat that concealer in really carefully so that it doesn't blend it completely out. I want it to blend into my skin, but I don't want to rub it off. So I'm using my finger to initially pack that on, and then I go in with the sponge that I've been using for my foundation and my concealer to blend out the edges. And as you'll notice, I'm patting and I'm going in circular motions to make sure that I don't have any harsh lines. Then if there are any that are still poking through, go ahead and just hit them with one more thin layer of concealer. Now I'm on to set my face with using the CoverGirl Loose Translucent Powder. I do my forehead first because I have a line on my forehead that I don't want my concealer to set into. Then I go in with a brush under my eyes and make sure I blend out any creasing that may have happened before I set it with loose powder, and do the exact same thing over my eyelids. I like to set my entire face with powder because I do get so oily, but if you're not as oily, then you only need to set the areas that you concealed. Make sure you get it down your neck and on your ears, and that is it. You are all done with your oily, acne-prone skin foundation routine. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye!